Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about the mess. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, Teyana, I listen. I come down here and I try and tell the boys and girls, and the boys and girls don't like to listen to me. But y'all gonna learn y'all lesson one day. Not y'all, but y'all. Shout out to the diva. This is according to page6.com. Teyana Taylor ordered to pay ex-husband Iman Shumpert, you know I would mess his last name up, $70,000 after she's found in contempt of court. Baby, I said, oh. Mm. I said the devil is busy. Girl. Teyana Taylor has been ordered to pay her ex-husband Iman $70,000 after she was found in contempt of court in their ongoing divorce battle. The exes both attended a hearing on July the 25th after their flight. After their fight. Well, I'm sorry. The exes both attended a hearing on July the 25th over their fight on who violated their 2024 divorce judgment, Us Weekly reports. The judge sided with Iman that Taylor violated the terms of their divorce agreement, which included that they wouldn't disclose any information about the judgment when she posted an Instagram video in March discussing the divorce. So basically, some stuff came out, and the way that it the way that it appeared was like Tiana just girl was shaking Iman's bag, and that she just walked away with all of this stuff. And Tiana was basically getting dragged. And so Tiana then came down to Instagram and we talked about this, and she did a video basically addressing the situation. She was receiving death threats from, I think she said grown men were sending her death threats. And I believe Tiana because Tiana is not one who runs down to the internet. She really doesn't. So for her to do that, I was like, it has to be somewhat serious because, again, she never really comes down to the internet, especially like making videos. And so she basically was letting it be known the stuff that she received. Basically, what it sounded like to me was like what was hers was hers, what was his. The money that she did get from him was due. One of the checks that she received was due to him like wrecking her car. I think it was like a Rolls Royce or a Maybach, something like that, some expensive car. Girl, it wouldn't matter if it was a Toyota Corolla. Okay, be very clear. But whatever car that it was, he wrecked her car, and I think he had to pay her back for the car. Um, but the way that it was put out was just like, girl, she went over there and just wrecked shop on his Chanel purse, and that wasn't what it was. But because she came down to the internet and basically told the real tea, that went against what she was supposed to do, basically. As for Taylor's accusation that Iman leaked information about their divorce judgment to the press, per the report, the judge ruled that Taylor didn't provide sufficient evidence to prove her claim. I believe it was Iman too, but girl, what we believe and what we can prove are two different things. Taylor also refused to answer questions from Iman inquiring about her assets and her income, further stating that such information was completely irrelevant to any issue, according to the court order. Again, they are divorced. They've been divorced, I think, for like a year. So that's another thing to keep in mind too. Um, the court ordered Taylor to pay Iman's lawyers. I'm sorry. The court ordered Taylor to pay Iman's lawyers $70,000 for legal fees and denied her request for Iman to pay for her legal fees. It wasn't a total loss for the singer. However, the judge denied Iman's request that Taylor be found in contempt for allegedly violating their parenting plan, the outlet reports. Rep for Taylor and Iman didn't immediately respond to page six's request for comment. Taylor secretly filed for divorce from Iman in January 2023, accusing him of being a jealous, emotional abuser who was insecure about her fame in court documents obtained by TMZ. She alleged her ex was treating her cruelly and displaying extreme narcissistic behavior throughout the majority of their marriage. Iman denied the claims in his own court filing in December of that year. He requested that the cruel treatment Taylor listed as a reason for the divorce be changed to irretrievable broken bond. He also argued that Taylor did not prove that he ever treated her in a way that made her feel unsafe during their marriage. Yeah. You know, it is what it is, TT. You know, we love Teyana Taylor. Well, I love Teyana Taylor. But, you know, I'm going to go ahead and say it. When Teyana was running down to the internet talking about, not too much of my bestie. Girl, we was coming down here trying to drag Iman in the name of Teyana. And she told us to shut up and mind our business, basically. Not too much on my bestie. That's what she told us. And that Iman was her family and all that stuff. Just for Teyana to do a 180 and come back down to the internet and be like, girl, he be doing this and doing this and doing. Girl, we already knew. We knew. We knew. We knew you knew because you was going through it. But we knew you wasn't lying. I knew that the situation was a mess when Teyana Taylor was trying her hardest to keep her marriage under wraps, which I don't disagree with. That's her business, right? Teyana was doing everything that she could do to make sure that we didn't find out her business, which I would do the same thing because my business ain't your business. So I wasn't mad at her for that. But when Iman came out and had that lady wearing his necklace, I said, oh, right there was a clear indication that he was about to start playing games. Because if Teyana is going through all these hoops and loops to make sure that your identity remains anonymous and that we don't know that y'all are going through a divorce, but you want us to know that y'all not together no more, that's why you got this girl on camera wearing your necklace. That was the biggest indication to me right then and there. Oh, he's about to play in that lady's face. And then she comes out really steady trying to defend him. I'm gonna say it, and I'm not gonna take it back. Teyana Taylor is one of those black women who believes by hook or by crook, I am never going to turn my back on the black man, especially if I have kids with him. It doesn't matter how he treats me. It doesn't matter. Even when he's mistreating me, I'm still gonna come out and tell everybody, no, not too much on my bestie. But then when the court papers, when TMZ, when they start digging into y'all business and finding out what you really saying in the courthouse, it's a complete opposite of no, not too much of my bestie. It's the complete opposite. One, Teyana doesn't owe us anything because again, that's her personal business. But for you to still run to the internet feeling the need to protect him when, girl, who's gonna protect you? Because he showed us throughout the divorce that he didn't give a damn about you. And it was a little too late once you realize, oh shit. But even when she came down to the internet and was telling us about how he was still treating her, she still said like a dummy in that video that if she saw Iman getting jumped by some dudes, she was gonna jump in. Girl, wake up. You sound dumb. This man is mistreating you. And you're still saying, and it's more than likely because y'all have kids together, because he's a black man, and because the things that people say that black men go through, you feel that I always have to protect him. But I thought that he was supposed to be the protector. But if he's mistreating you and you just saw him getting jumped in the middle of the street, no, bitch, you're supposed to keep walking. Cause what the fuck you gonna do? Get your ass whooped too? I know you got one or two or three muscles. Unless you got some fire in your Chanel bag, that's the only way you're gonna get them niggas off of Iman. Now that was a hypothetical, of course, she was saying. But the simple fact that she even said it lets me know where her mind is still at. Girl, you treat people how they treat you. That's it. You treat people how I don't give a damn if it's your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your husband, soon to be ex-husband. You treat people how they treat you. If people treat you with kindness and respect and dignity, you treat them the same way. But if they don't treat you like that, Iman treats Teyana like she's some random bitch off the street. Teyana needs to treat Iman like some random bitch off the street. And once you change up how you treat me, then I'll think about changing up how I treat you. Because, bitch, I'm still pissed off. You know, it takes me a while to get over shit. Okay? You know, I be hanging on the shit sometimes. I still be mad. I'm working on that. Okay? Bitch, it took me about 10 years to get over the fact that my best friend got over me with $500, over $500, okay, and the light bill. Okay, so just imagine if I had kids with a nigga, he mistreated me, girl. Bitch, it's gonna be up. Bitch, it's gonna be up, bitch. Do you hear me? Shit. Anyways, we love Teyana, but Teyana, we have to come down here and tug on your wig just a little bit. I ain't gonna never let you forget that. Um, Girl, go ahead and cut the check. Girl, you better go ask Aaron for it. Okay? Ask Mufasa. That's Mufasa. His fine ass. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and move on. You know, I was not crazy about Aaron Pierre. I'm still not crazy about him, but that's a fine ass man. Girl, now he not giving me all what he give y'all, but baby, girl, Aaron is fine. I was looking at Aaron the other day. I was like, God damn, that nigga is kind of fine. I was like, shit. I was like, oh. He got tattoos and stuff. He got almost a whole, girl, he pretty much got like a whole sleeve. I said, oh. I said, he's tatted. Tat it up, tat it up. That's old school. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and move on. It's according to the neighborhood talk. Y'all surprised?
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Jamie Foxx caught with a car full of snow bunnies months after saying no more white women and crediting black people for saving him. Neighbors, some things never change. We knew Jamie wasn't giving up those snow bunnies. Jamie is back healthy and working after a major health scare last year. The BET Icon Award recipient was caught leaving Ghana's album release party with a car full of white women.
What you want? Yo, where's They're screaming! Everybody knows that.
It was another video like 2 weeks ago. I had it. I wish I could. I had it saved and then I deleted it because I was going to talk about it, and I was like, I'm not going to talk about that. They probably don't even care. Because I'll be thinking like, do they care about this? I'm like, they probably don't. I don't know. And then sometimes I'll talk about stuff. Sometimes I'll talk about stuff and I think y'all don't care, and then y'all care. And then the stuff I think y'all gonna care about, sometimes y'all be like, I don't give a damn. Yeah. Anyways, but there was a video. He was at a concert. I think he was performing. I don't know where he was at, and he was bringing white women on the stage. Now I don't know. He could have been somewhere where it was only white women, so that's all he had to choose from. I don't know, but I did want to. I wish I could find that video. I'm gonna try to locate it. Anyways, if you recall, Jamie joked in his Netflix comedy special that he was done with white girls. Shortly after the special, he gave a touching tribute to black people for supporting him and saving his life. Black people was the one to say, man, we got you, he said, not to say that white people can't pray. Maybe he's in his Ray Charles era again. Perhaps he was legally blind at the time. Thoughts? Girl. I put in the comment section, have y'all seen Jamie's kids? Listen, I am a advocate for, love is love, and I am someone who supports, I will promote interracial love as long as it's not, attached to no anti type of shit. Then we good. I think you good to go. Um, you know, all I'm gonna say is, Jamie like white girls, and that's okay. But Jamie used y'all for y'all prayers. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, baby. Jamie had all y'all in the circle praying for him to heal and get better. Baby, he took all y'all power, especially from the black women. Girl, use y'all for y'all power. Girl, had y'all touching in the grand. Girl, had y'all holding hands, locking arms. Girl, sending him good energy. Girl, just for him to turn around and go get back with white girls. Right, right, right. He said black women. What? I want a white woman. Jamie like white girls. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. You know, is Jamie out here dogging out black women? I don't know. I don't keep up with Jamie Foxx like that. I think that would be a problem if he was. I think it's one thing for you to just date who you date and you go about your business. The problem that I have with a lot of people, whether you're a black woman or a black woman or a black man, is when you kind of like, it's one thing for you to call out what you don't like in the men of the race that you belong to. I think it's another thing for you to call out, like, I don't like when black women do it, or black men when you call out. But I see a lot of black men do it. But I don't like when they call out black women in order to lift a white woman up. Now I don't like that. It's one thing if you really want to air out grievances that you may have with black women. That's one thing. But to tear down a black woman to uplift this white hoe, I ain't gonna never be down with that. I didn't like when Laverne did it the other day. Laverne Cox, she's a trans woman. When she tried to low key pull that same stunt, I got into her ass too. If you want to have the conversation, have the conversation. But you don't have to tear down this person in order to uplift that white man. You don't have to tear down the black girl in order to lift up the white girl. If you want to uplift the white girl, just uplift the girl. Just don't include them into the conversation. If you want to uplift that white man, girl, just do it. But you ain't got to include the niggas into the conversation. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know if Jamie is out here tearing down the black girls or not. But it's clear as day that he likes white girls, and it is what it is, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I told y'all these niggas ain't gonna learn. I done told y'all. I done told y'all the niggas ain't gonna learn. Jamie gonna be the next one. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Jamie gonna be the next nigga out here, girl. The same boat that Shannon Sharp is in, old as hell, girl. Still ain't learned his lesson. And when he get caught up with one of those white girls, Jamie, we don't want to hear nothing about no black man getting caught up with no white bitches, because you know how them hoes move. Shout out to the white girls who watch my channel. I love y'all. But I'm just saying, I don't like when black men use the excuse, or when they get caught up into some shit, they bring up it's the white woman, it's this. Girl, Jamie is a man of a particular age. You know the relationship that y'all say that black men and white women have. So if you know the relationship, especially at your big ass age, and you still choose to circle the block and you get caught up in some shit, nigga, that's on you. That's on you. That is on you and you alone. Jamie is not 20. He's not 23. Jamie is how old? With his fine ass. Hold up. Jamie is old as hell. Jamie is 57. Bitch, my mama is 60. Okay? Shannon Sharp, I think, is 56. How old is Shannon Sharp? Shannon is 57. I thought he was 56. Yeah, 57. So like these niggas know. They just don't care. But when they get caught up into some shit, I guarantee the first thing they're gonna do is run down to the internet and they're gonna expect a girl. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna say it for what it is. They're gonna expect all y'all niggas and all y'all black women to girl hold hands and support them in the name of girl. They're trying to tear down a black man. That's what they're gonna do. They do it all the time. Jonathan Majors did it. I don't give a damn what none of y'all say. He did it. He was all right prancing that white girl around. As soon as he got caught up into some shit, he went and got a black lady. Hello? Shannon Sharp tried to do it. He tried to pull the black card. Baby, did y'all see that bitch on the internet today? Bitch! When I tell you Gabriella Zuniga, that baby, that bitch is living her best life. That bitch posted a motherfucking Bible scripture today. I said, bitch, let me find it. Hold up. Shannon Sharp's R Accuser shares an update after quitting OnlyFans and reaching a resolution in her $50 million lawsuit. Baby, look what she posted. Baby. And I put in the comment section, blessings. I know that's right. Okay. Way up, I feel blessed. When I tell you, baby, the hoes is winning, baby. They say being a hoe not gonna pay off. That's a lie, baby. For some of the girls, baby, it's paying off, baby. Some of the hoes is winning big time.
All I really wanna see is the money. I don't really need a D, I need the money. All a bad bitch need is the money.
Baby, this girl retired at the age of 21, baby. Everybody I know is still out here trying to work and pump out videos. This thing is done. This thing said, I'm retiring from OF. I done got my coin, baby. I'm good to go. Shout out to Gabriella, baby. Let me hold something. Okay. Gabriella, let me hold something. We talked about Gabriella and Shannon on Patreon. For those who don't know, I have a Patreon. If you would like to become a member, the link will be in the description box. Anyways, I'm tired of talking about Jamie and Gabriella and Shannon. We might come back and talk about Shannon later on. You know they say he has a secret child. Catch that thing, okay? I wonder what the stylist is at. What was his name, Mr. Hollywood? He sure been quiet. Y'all let me know what's going on with him. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move on. All right, so we talked about Wendy, like what, a day or two ago. Well, now her lawyer is speaking out. Okay, so Wendy Williams' lawyer denounces false dementia and aphasia claims, demands proof, and challenges guardianship motives. Wendy Williams' attorney is pushing back against claims that recent medical tests confirm that she has dementia and aphasia, calling the reports false and the work of someone with a vested interest in keeping Wendy trapped under the excessive and restrictive guardianship. I'm with Joe. I'm with Joe. Joe Tacopina told TMZ the leak is a total violation of Wendy's rights as a human being and challenged anyone to produce the actual report and a doctor willing to go under oath and face cross-examination by me so the truth can be exposed. Shout out to Joe. Y'all know Joe. Y'all know Joe. Joe kind of my man. You know, Joe gives me an old nasty mafia Scarface type of tea. Shout out to Joe. Joe said neither he nor Wendy has seen the report cited by People, which quoted anonymous sources claiming the test showed dementia and aphasia, a diagnosis she first received in 2023. Court-appointed guardian Sabrina E. Morrissey recently disclosed that Williams underwent a series of exams and asked the court to delay her lawsuit against A&E over the Where is Wendy Williams documentary until the guardianship court rules on her case. Sources previously told TMZ Wendy proved competent after taking a capacity test. Do you think Wendy will ever be released from her guardianship? Girl, I don't know. Y'all already know how I feel about it. I think they should let the lady go. I mean, they should free Wendy. Girl, I get we you can protect people for only so long. If we find out Wendy's not well and she runs through her money, then girl, that's on Wendy. It is what it is. But that's her money. And that's just it is what I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Girl, it's her money. Let my Wendy go. Girl, let my Wendy go. Okay, that's all I got to say about it. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye, y'all.